My real name is Euphorma Andrew Effigen. It's Nigerian. My mom would pronounce it as Ufoma. Yeah, it just means God's gift. Alright, so New York City as a kid, like, it was just, everything was fast. I felt like I had to hurry up and like pick an identity. It was that fast, and I feel like no kid should have to feel that way. Definitely try to put you in categories, you know? Try to say, yeah, like, yeah, you're this, or yeah, you do that, or yeah, you do that, you know, or yeah, he's this. You know, so that's yeah, that's definitely one thing that, you know, I picked up on. Another thing is, like, you just don't, like, you don't realize what you're into, you don't realize what you're doing until you step out of it. It was crazy, man, it's crazy. Young, active, I mean, in the 4th grade, we're getting down, you know, smoking, all that type of shit, you know, drinking, all that type of shit. I mean, but like, I wasn't, you know, but I was around other cats, you know, who did, and they were damn near my age, you know, a year or two older than me, stuff like that, you know. But I still remember, you know, in the 4th grade, you know, sitting in the stairwells, just little badass kids, man. Snot in my nose, everything, you know, telling the principal to shut up, you know, stuff like that. And then transitioning to Colorado, oh no, we like, where did you come from? This doesn't go on over here, you know. We're gonna send you home. You know, we're gonna send you home. So, as a first generation son, I'm gonna just give you guys the real. Like, I'm never here to fabricate anything. I'm never here to tell you what's gonna make you feel good about yourself. I'm just gonna tell you what's gonna help you get further. Shit, I was lonely, bro. Like, I felt like there wasn't a lot of people that can actually comfort me, you feel me, in a way that I needed to be comforted, because I didn't have no cousins, I didn't have no aunties, I didn't have no uncles or nothing like that. It was just me. It was just me, my brothers, my sisters, and my mom. That was it. I don't want to speak bad. I don't want to speak bad on anybody, but you know, my dad was pastoring. Long story short, it didn't go the way that it was supposed to go. So I started seeking masculinity in other places. So it was right around the corner. They were gangbanging, you know, Crips, you know, and stuff like that. But I felt like there was a brotherhood. I felt like they could take me in, you know. So long story short, they're gangbanging and stuff like that over there, you know, smoking weed, drinking, to ditch school, get into fights and stuff like that, started to steal cars and stuff like that, started to sell weed and stuff like that, it was just little punk stuff, you know, right then and there, you know, until it eventually started graduating, you know, as I got older, you know. So, but for the most part, Pops wasn't around, you know, but I still, you know, I still don't blame him. Still don't blame him. You know, God bless. You know, shout outs to you, Pops. You know. Yeah, that's when I started to get in trouble, you know.
779. Man, we're behind the vehicle coming down 64 East. He comes back.
It was my first car. It was an Acura 92. It was a Legend. My first car. And I was with my little brother, and I was with a friend. So long story short, we're all on some high school shit, you know. Like I said, I'm a year fresh out of high school, so I'm still pretty much high school. You know, my brother, he's a sophomore, and he wants to meet up with these kids who want to fight him. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna meet up. We're gonna beat him up. You know, it pays so much just to like not be a dumbass. I just had a pipe in the car, and I should have just let him pull me over, take the pipe, cite me for the pipe, cite me for not driving without a license. Long story short, man, my brother's in the car and stuff like that. You know, I start panicking. I don't have a license, so I just take off. I take off. The cop car takes off with me. After a 7-minute, it's about 5 to 7 minutes, he's chasing me. I end up in a cul-de-sac. After I end up in the cul-de-sac, they box me in. I hop out the car, hit a fence, and I'm gone. My little brother and the individual that was in the car with me, my so-called friend, get caught. My so-called friend tells them my name. That's how I got caught. You know, that's how I got caught then. You know, but, man, it's crazy. After getting caught with the, you know, whole vehicular looting thing, you know, a couple months later, you know, they caught me selling, caught me, some projects, I'm out there, trying to make my money and stuff like that, So because it was my first felony, first time felons get a deferred judgment. So basically the whole deferred judgment process is you don't have to sit in jail. We're going to place you on probation. You do probation accordingly, then you get this wiped off. I don't care what anybody tells you as far as, jail makes you look cool, or it's a status booster, or it's a reputation booster. Man, bro, you do not want to go to jail. They in there talking, well, yeah, I'll be out here. I got 6 years. I'll be out here in 3. I'll be able to go to the halfway house. You speaking like it's different than when you speak to a you feel me, and he like, well, I got all day. I ain't leaving this. That's when you really start to understand that, like, man, like, bro, this shit is like not a game. Like, I have seen people, like kids younger than me, people younger than me, who used to be in that gangbang shit. I ran into him in the yard. This nigga tell me he got all day. I'm like, it's nothing that you could tell this man. What do you tell him? You going home in 18 months. This nigga's never going home. What do you tell this man? Like, and that's when things like, I was always smart as far as like where I wanted to end up. Like I always knew where I wanted to go, but I took the wrong. I took the wrong actions and the wrong paths, to get to where I wanted to go. But like, bro, once you see that, like, that just, it just puts you in a whole different mind state. It sharpens you, man. Like, you see that and you like, man, you learn from it, bro. Like, and you tell yourself, like, hold on, like, I actually have another chance. So I'm going to utilize this detention to work for myself. And that's what I did, man. That's what I did, man. I'm gonna have a master's degree, man, here in a year. I got this music thing popping off, man, which is doing great. Man, I got money now, and stuff like that, I'm okay now, but hey, it's been a process, bro, and I had to want this for myself, Things are due and things happen because they're supposed to happen, and I'm basically, I have faith in fate, so I say that to say this, I just want to seek knowledge, bro. I want to help others grow around me, bro. And I want to show people that, you know, that they don't have to be subjected to what they see. Negative stuff, negative stereotypes, things that have been placed in their mind, you know, things that have been placed in their psyche. You know, like I feel like, you know, I want to be that person to show them different, you know, like I want them to see me and I want them to say, well, you know, he made it happen for him. He did something different for him. He's not what you guys say he is, even though he might look like that, even though he came from that, he was still able to take it and turn it into something good. And that's what I want for other people. That's what I want to give to other folks. So that's all it's about, man. You know, just reach one, teach one, and blessings, bro. That's it. That's it, man. You feel me? Show people the process.